Hello and good afternoon. It is Joe Justice here on July 3rd, 2023, and I want to welcome you to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers podcast. Hey, listen, regatta is going on big right now in Charleston, West Virginia, and I want to invite you to something special. We are working with our friends and neighbors across the street over at the HD Media, the Charleston Gazette building in Centurion Wealth Management. And we are putting on the Rooftop Regatta Rendezvous. I've got the link right there in the description. The first comment there is how to get tickets to that event. I want to invite you to get some tickets. If you're interested and it's something that you're looking forward to getting into, you can feel free to send me a comment. Just shoot me a message and I can probably get you a reduced price on that. I'll send you some promo codes so that you can come join us. Looking forward to it. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have food and drinks and we're going to be able to watch the fireworks right there on July 4th for the ending of the regatta next week, and I want you to be a part of it. So please feel free. And drop me a comment. Let me know. What have you thought of the regatta so far? I'm really interested. I've been blown away by it. We are really looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to be bringing the boys. We're going to be having lots of fun. It's going to be exciting. So cannot wait. So let me know what you think and keep me filled in on what you've got going on with the regatta. And come join us at the Rooftop Rendezvous. So today's topic that I wanted to get into was a very simple question that people ask all the time is how do you convince someone to buy your product or service? Now, this is a really interesting question because, as you could probably guess with a question like this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you're not going to convince somebody. It's a little bit of a trick question. That's one of those things that pops up all the time. How do I convince somebody to buy my product or service? How do I convince people to do this? How do I convince people to do that? Well, you're probably not going to convince anybody to do anything. That's not really how sales and marketing works unless they're in a situation where they have to buy it for compliance reasons or something like that. You're probably not going to convince them. If you're spending all of your time working on convincing people, then you're wasting a lot of your time because you're not going to be able to convince people. Let me give you a better framework for how you can help people to be interested in your product, to want to buy your product, to be excited about your product. And that's simply show, don't tell. It's the most simplest thing to understand when it comes to products, services, anything that you want somebody to use. You have to show them the benefit. Show them what it's like to be using it. Show them how it operates. Show them how it solves a problem. Show them how it elevates your status. Show them these things, okay? If you're trying to tell them things, so if you meet someone and you're trying to tell them that they should buy your product because, let's say they should buy your hair care product because you tell them, oh, it makes your hair shiny. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Everybody's got products that make their hair shiny, supposedly. If you go into the store, they're all going to say they've got something that makes your hair shiny. Or, if your product is, let's say it's the world's softest toilet paper. Well, you could tell people that all day long. Tell them it's the world's softest toilet paper. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't connect in any way. You can't tell somebody the benefits of your product. You have to show them the benefits of your product. You have to show them the before, you have to show them the after. So let me step back from that for just a little bit because then the next obvious question that you're going to ask is, well, how do I show them? Like toilet paper is a great example. So how do I show somebody that my toilet paper is better than whatever they get off the rack in the local grocery store? Okay, so this is where when we're talking about show, don't tell when it comes to convincing somebody to buy your products. What we're talking about is demonstrating it in some way. So, great example, toilet paper. You give them a free sample. Free sample is showing, not telling, okay? Maybe some reviews, some public social proof. So maybe you have a bunch of people that have reviewed and they've all got these testimonials that say this is the best toilet paper on earth. Well, there you go. That's showing. That's not you telling them this is the best toilet paper on earth. That's them seeing. That's them seeing what people have said. So let's take a look at some of the ways to show, don't tell. Show. Walk your audience step by step through the journey from starting with the product to finishing with the product. Now, this can be done verbally. You understand? So it's not telling, it's showing by walking them through step by step. Just because you're doing it with words doesn't mean that it's telling instead of showing. So you're not telling them this product, makes you happier. This product solves this problem. You're showing them by walking them through step by step. Live demos. If you do a live demo of your product or service, that's a way of showing people what it does. Case studies. Case studies are killer. That's a killer way of showing people what your product does. So you can say, this is a specific client that had this specific problem, and my specific solution solved their specific problem. If you've got the same problem, my solution will solve that problem for you. So a case study is a way of showing and not telling. Another example of showing and not telling. Testimonials. Again, now you got to get out of this mindset where you can show with words, okay? Words are showing. Telling is when you just tell somebody, my product's the best. My product's good for this. My product's good for that. My service does this. My service does that. If you show them a testimonial, and the testimonial is somebody saying, I really love Joe's hair cream because it made all my hair grow back, that's not me saying it. That's not me telling. That's me showing somebody, which, by the way, I wish I did have a product like that. I'd probably be pretty rich right now. But that's me using the testimonial to show, okay, to show. Another way, of course, is using your own products. If you have skin cream, right, that helps improve your skin or whatever, you use that every day, and people ask, hey, what's going on with your skin? I notice your skin's really nice. Well, you're showing, okay? If you've got a fitness program and you're in great shape and people are asking you, hey, what are you doing to get into great shape? You say, well, I've got a fitness program. That's showing, okay? Testimonials, again, showing. Showing up every day. If you've got a service, let's say you've got a service like digital advertising. You say you've got a digital advertising service. Well, you can say all day long, you can tell people, hey, if you advertise with my product, you'll get 20 leads a day or whatever. And that's going to go in one ear and out the other because you're just telling them. You're just telling them. Now, offer to use your product or use your service, your digital advertising platform, for free for a month. Hey, I'll do this for you for free, and if you don't get anything out of it, then we'll just part ways. If you do get a bunch of leads out of it, then I want you to sign up and do some more with me. Now, why does this run into a little bit of a problem? I'll tell you exactly why some of this runs into a little bit of a problem. A lot of people are afraid to put their product out there. They're afraid to put themselves out there. They're afraid to show these things because they don't think that it's going to stand up to the scrutiny. You've got to make sure that your product delivers. And if your product delivers, then you're not in the situation where you're convincing people to buy based on what you're telling them. They're seeing the results, they're witnessing the results, and they're wanting to be part of those results. But that takes time, and you have to build it up. So you have to be consistent, you have to show up, you have to deliver, and you have to follow through with what you promise. You do all of those things, and you will get more people to buy your products and service. And, to step back from that for just a little bit, you do have to tell people about your product and service. It takes both. You can't just show up and give away stuff and give away, or show up and deliver and never tell anybody, oh, by the way, this is the product that I sell. You have to tell them. You show them what you're capable of, and then let them know that they can do the exact same thing by purchasing your product or service. And that simply is how you convince people to buy more of your product and service. Not by convincing, not by telling, but by showing. I hope you found this helpful today. We'll have some guests a little later on this week to talk more about the Kanawha Valley Hustlers and hustling in the Kanawha Valley. Again, I want to invite you to come join me at the Rooftop Regatta Rendezvous right across the street at the parking garage of the Charleston Gazette building. Hope you come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I am really looking forward to it. Hope you have a wonderful Monday, a great July 4th, and I will talk to you a little later this week. Bye for now.